Insecurity. Yes, on this episode of Sis, How Is Your Heart? We address insecurities. Hey, did you know that insecurities feed mental health issues like depression, low self-esteem, and anxiety? Guess what? We ain't got time for that. So on this episode where we address insecurities, we also address how to get over them. So I won't keep you with the intro. Thank you for those who are tuning in on the YouTube channel. Welcome. I'm your host, Tanya Iris. Now let's get started. Hi. So the issues of the heart this week are insecurities. And when you feel insecure, that's when you lack confidence in any area of your life. You don't feel secured. You don't feel solid in those areas, and for many of us, we have insecurities in areas of our life as it pertains to our bodies, the way we look, where we are in life, our academics, all of the above. Are we a good parent? Am I being a good spouse? I'm insecure on a job. How does my boss see me? How do my coworkers see me? How do my friends see me? First things first, before I go into how, we get over those, let's just address this one out the gate. You are enough, sis. You are enough. You are enough. Anybody who can't, understand that, that's on them. You are enough. All right? So, yes, we're not perfect, and there are areas of our lives where we can build on. So we're going to go over that. But right now, I just want to say that to you. You are enough, sis. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are enough. Are we recording? Okay. Oh, no, it's okay, hon. My husband came in. So you are enough, right? So if we don't feel secured or solid in any particular area of our lives, we want to begin to shift the insecurity to build confidence. So we want to start to build confidence in those areas, right? And those areas from our physique, our intellectual, academics, work, whatever it is, we identify what area we are in whatever area we're insecure in, or we feel insecurities about. We want to identify those and write them down, right? And we need to look for ways to counter that. So we want to counter that by, if it's fitness, writing down some ways we can build our fitness. Like, what are some goals? All right. For me, your girl been trying to lose 15 pounds for a minute now. I'm going to be honest with you. Between about 15 pounds for a minute. I'll be extremely transparent in saying I weigh 167, right? I'm 5'7.5", 167. I can pass, but I'm not comfortable in that. And so I have a closet full of clothes that I used to fit when I was in, 150s, 140s, which were good. I'm all for it. Holding on to those clothes because one day I might get back in, and by then they'll probably be out of style. I have not really purchased many clothes except for when I go on vacation. So I haven't, really gotten into buying clothes, because sometimes when I go to the store, I feel insecure. I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I have to try on some clothes that are like 2 sizes up, it really tugs at me. I'm not sure if others, but yeah, y'all don't, many of you have been there. And I don't like it, because I don't like how it looks on me. And the irony of it all is when I weighed 10 to 15 pounds less, I was always trying to get smaller, and I couldn't even appreciate where I was. Crazy, right? That's dumb. When I look at it, when I think about it, that's really dumb. So at any rate, I'm not going to go too deep into that. So right now, I'm working to lose weight. I mean, I'm going to say lose weight, to lose fat. I have been yo-yoing, up and down, up and down, just working on being consistent. There have been times where I've gotten close, but not really, hit the mark. So I'm determined to do that. So I'm back on to, working out and giving myself grace. Give yourself grace if you're working out, because sis, it ain't gonna happen overnight. If you're one of those where it happens overnight, good, hats off to you. And can you please share the secret? Please share that secret. It's not happening for most of us. We got to put in the work and be consistent with the work and trust the process. Like when I see people, like I want it to happen like 2 months, like 3 months max. Like I want it to happen that quickly. I see people who, lose weight and or lose fat, and it takes them a year. I'm just like, dang, a year. I can just go, Sonabella been emailing me. Let me just get at them. Like, I'm not even going to front like your girl ain't reached out to Sonabella. I had an appointment and considered doing it, but no, not knocking those who have. I have considered it, but I kind of want to go the natural route as much as I can as possible. And if I must, then I will. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. And if I have to cross that bridge, then I'll discuss it with y'all. Until then, I'm working out and I'm eating right. So if that's your issue, if that's something that you lack confidence in, your body or how your body looks, sis, you can work out at home. Tons of gurus and fitness workout videos all up and down the internet for free. Or, I will say I use Beachbody on demand, because there's tons of programs that'll help you with whatever your goal is. Beachbody on demand. Get at me. Your girl, at any rate. And are walking, adding a little fitness, eating right, talking to someone, to get help with moving you closer to your goal. If fitness is one of them, and being consistent. Give yourself grace and be consistent. Be disciplined. Do a little bit every day. And if you miss a day, you know what? Get on it the next day. If you miss 2 days, then get it on the third day. If you're missing 3 days, then get on it on the fourth day, sis. Don't give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself, all right? If you are lacking confidence in the area of your finances, if you think you don't make enough money or you deserve more money, or, you feeling broke, whatever it is, okay, cool. I get it. We've all been there. Make a list on how you can begin to bring in more streams of income or increase your pay. It's not the end of the world if you ain't where you want to be. What I will say, though, is don't go looking around all, scrolling all on Instagram, trying to figure out, what everybody else is doing. You have talents and gifts inside of you. Take an inventory of the gifts that you have, or your abilities and what you bring to the table. If it's seeking a position where you can get paid more because you have more experience, then go for it. Or if you want to start a side business, then go for it. If you feel entrepreneurial, you want to learn something, so that you can begin to implement it that in a way that will help you bring in money, then so be it. I recommend that you do it. So, but don't feel bad on yourself, and don't, you shouldn't feel insecure because you ain't got it. It's a lot of people who ain't got it, but they fronting, baby. Trust the plus. They fronting, but it's okay. That's their business. You work it out, build a budget, and go buy it. Just know there are ways to build your confidence in those areas of your life. And if you're around people who make you feel less than because you ain't got it, guess what, boo boo? It's time for you to change your circle. It's time for you to switch it up, baby. Switch it up. It's time for some new people in your life, or it's time for you not to hang out with them as much. If they family members and are close friends who are like family at this point, it's time for you to peel away, because you are that girl. No matter what your pocket's looking like, you're going to figure it out and you're going to make it, baby. All right? All right, so if you're insecure about, and I'm just rattling off some things. If you're insecure about your academics, go back to school. Simple. Find a way to make it happen. Go back to school. Finish or start something new. You know what I mean? We want to build confidence in these areas where we feel insecure. If you're insecure about your looks, There's makeup, ain't the best. But even before you go do makeup, baby, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. And not to go completely off, but I'm going to share this with you. When you look in the mirror, I want you to point out a feature that you have, one of your facial features, and you zoom in on it, one of the ones that you feel insecure about, and you say you're beautiful. You acknowledge your body part and how God made you, because none of us ain't perfect. We are beautiful in our own right. Period. I did an exercise, a workshop with my church back in the day, and it was with girls, right? So they were elementary school, middle school, and high school girls. During the exercise, what I did is I had them pass around a mirror and look at themselves and look at a feature and acknowledge, okay, what part of your face do you like the most? Many of them found it difficult to do because they hadn't been validated, or they have been validated, but they still didn't see beauty in themselves. I need you to look in the mirror and acknowledge your beauty. As a young girl, I struggled with my eyes. I remember people called me big-eyed, buck-eyed, just a whole bunch of, kids can be cruel. And that stained me in such a way that it affected me a little bit more and more as I got older, until I was just like, girl, once I got into like my later high school, I literally from elementary to high school, that's a long time to hold that weight. By the time I got to high school, I was just like, man, they bugging. I'm beautiful. My eyes are cute. My eyes are cute. I had to learn to appreciate what I have. I had to learn to appreciate my features that I was insecure about because somebody called it out or made me feel less than. But I learned to appreciate myself. For these young girls, it was difficult. Maybe they had been experiencing something similar, or probably had been experiencing, somebody telling them, "Oh, you're ugly," or "Your teeth, you got buck teeth." Because I got braces too. Your girl had braces because I had some crowding and some pushing forward. So I got braces, as a kid, and being called. I can't try to remember. Brace face and all this other foolishness. It's just like, you know what? Don't allow other people to validate or break you down. Oh God. To validate you or break you down. Excuse me. Hold up. Let me get tissue. Yeah, don't allow other people to break you down or validate or tell you how beautiful you are or how beautiful you're not. No, you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful. You look in the mirror and you tell yourself, I got it, because you are, because I am that girl. You're one in, I don't like to say you one in a million. I don't like to use that term because they got a million, way more than a million people in this world. So I like to describe it as this. Think of the most valuable thing in the world, right? The most valuable thing in the world, right? Multiply that by like infinity. Infinity, sis. Infinity. Infinity. That's how valuable you are. There is no other girl in this world. There's no other man in this world that's like you. None. Like that could never be another Tanya Iris. Could possibly never. I am that girl. Not the boasting. I boast in God first and foremost. Don't get it twisted. But I am that girl. I'm beautiful. I'm cute. I love me. I love myself. And I will say this, my husband, he'll give me compliments. He'll be like, ooh, you look good today. You look good. You cute. And I'll be like, ooh, thank you, boo. Because his is just a cherry on top because I already love me. I look in the mirror and I like what I see. Not to say I feel confident 24/7, but I make sure that it's like at least 85-90% of the time. Because I love me and you love you. You know what I mean? Not to say, I don't have ego trip or I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. When I say I'm that girl, I am me. I am that girl. I am Tanya Iris. There is no other like me. There is none. Excuse me. There is none. Not to say, I don't think less of any woman. We're all beautiful. We're all beautifully and fearfully made, period. All right? So you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful. If it's the body part of your body where you're not, feeling deep, confident about it, you look at it, you say, all right, rolls. All right, back roll. I got to remind myself a little. All right, back roll. You gonna get thin on me, but I'm still appreciate it. You gonna get thin on me, I appreciate it. But I love and appreciate my body. I'm able to walk, talk without any assistance. I'm able to exercise, go for a run without any assistance by the grace of God. So I'm grateful for where I am. I'm appreciative of where I am right now in this moment in life. I may not be where I want to be physically, but I love where I am. I appreciate where I am. So I want you to do the same. You're beautiful. All right. So if you're insecure about, your teeth, hey, get braces. If you don't have the money right now, then, there's tons of dental orthodontists who may have payment plans. You work it out. You know what I mean? I don't want you to go around feeling insecure to the point where you can't be yourself. You can't be freely you, because you deserve to. The world needs you. Somebody out there needs your encouragement, needs to see you and say, wow, And if you're hiding yourself away, or if you're in a corner, or if you not allowing your full light to shine, then somebody's missing out. Then somebody's missing out. All right? So I want us all to work past our insecurities, whatever area it is. Twist it, flip it, and look for ways so that you can be more confident, in those areas, because you deserve it, so that your gifts and your talents can begin to work through you, be a blessing to somebody else. We can't be a blessing to somebody else if we feeling downtrodden in a corner. Boo-boo. That ain't for you. Not you. Not you. All right? Not you. So that's what we're going to begin to do. Another area of my life where I will say I haven't felt extremely confident about, and that's in the area of fertility for me. I don't necessarily talk about it a lot to many people in my circle, and I'm being transparent. This is a really transparent moment with you guys, because my body isn't doing what I feel like it should do. I should be able to have a child. I've had, a few miscarriages, and I want to say that's probably, some of the things that have affected my weight, hormonal, and a little stress too. But, insecure in that area. And I would hear, when I used to hear people say, oh, you don't want any more kids? Because I'm married into a blended family. I became an insta mom, and I love my kids. I've been blessed to be a part of their lives and to help raise them. And they've been a blessing, but I've always wanted, to have one or two or three, or however many God would say, to add to the number of my kids, our family. And it's been a little difficult, and it's one of the areas where, I haven't been, I'm insecure about, and I'm working towards looking for ways to flip that. And for me, and even in that moment, just, I appreciate myself. I appreciate what I have. I count my blessings, because why not? I'm sorry, I'm on a comfy couch and chilling with you guys, because why not? I don't feel less than. It's just, it kind of tinges, it stings a little, and but it's not the end of the world. I count my blessings, and I embrace what I have, and that's one of the things that can cause us to be insecure, is looking around what other people have, like, oh, she got pregnant so easily, like, oh, she on her third child, or she got pregnant later in life. When it happens, it'll happen. And if it doesn't, then my life is still good. Your life is still good. You're still beautiful. All right, learn to live in the moment. I now embrace the day with the spirit of gratitude. I spend time meditating and journaling. Do that too during your time of getting over your insecurities. I encourage you to journal if you haven't already. Lean into those feelings of why you feel insecure, because sometimes we can't pinpoint a specific area where we feel insecure, and journaling will help you do that, so you can begin to pinpoint, writing it down, and look for ways to build confidence in that area. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to keep you ladies long. I want to say thank you for those who tuned in on YouTube, who can see me live. And for those of you who have been following me on my podcast, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you sacrificing your time even to just listen to me in this moment. I hope that what I shared with you helps you in your walk and overcoming your insecurities, so you can allow your gifts and talents to flow through you, so that you may be a blessing unto others, because there's so many people out there who need you. We can't be hoarders of what we have in our light. So our light shine on others, so that others can begin to shine their light. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, my ladies and men, whomever's tuning in, I thank you for your time. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode of Sis, How Is Your Heart? We are unraveling and unpacking those matters of the heart, so that we can begin to fly. So we can begin to fly. We deserve it. All right, ladies, thank you.